What's up guys, it's Neil from Toronto Condos. I am a pre-construction condo specialist. I help people buy pre-construction condos, whether to live in or for investment. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, hitting the like button. That way you'll get more videos like this. Also, just drop a comment in the comment section below. Let us know where you're from. Doing something like that really helps out the YouTube algorithm. It pushes this video up so that more people are able to watch videos like this. So let's get into it. We're currently in the 2019 federal election campaign. This is not a political channel and I'm not looking to make any political claims or opinions on who to vote for. What we are interested about is people who want to buy pre-construction. People that want to buy pre-construction to live in or for investment, and what you face. So I was watching the leaders debate the other day, like I'm sure many of you, trying to decide who to vote for. In politics, sometimes we feel disheartened because some of the things that the leaders say never come to fruition. But what kind of caught me this debate is the leader of the Federal NDP, Jagmeet Singh. So I really liked hearing him speak. I found him the most articulate candidate, and I started to do a little bit more research on him and the party platform. What I found interesting, kind of stuck out to me in relating back to the pre-construction market, is within their platform, they're talking about putting out 500,000 new affordable homes for people. I found that was a big number. And you know, like most of you, if you've been around the block, you kind of feel, okay, you know, another election promise. But I just want to talk about this a little bit, because when we're looking at the market, in the Greater Toronto Area and what impacts it, this is an important claim. So let's assume that that 500,000 number never comes to fruition, right? Let's say a minute number of that 500,000 actually comes into play. So let's say 1,000 new affordable homes are put into the market by the NDP. So what does that mean in terms of dollars? If 1,000 new homes were put into the market, does that really impact the supply and demand? No, there's significant demand. Over the course of 20 years, we're supposed to get approximately 2.5 million new people to the GTA. So will 1,000 homes really affect things? Not really when you look at supply and demand. But what I want to kind of focus on is the lives that could potentially change of people who are looking to enter into the market. When people are looking at pre-construction, we talk to people all across the board. When we talk to people, people are often able to come up with the full 20% deposit on pre-construction, payable over, say, a year, year and a half, 2 years. But what about the people that can't come up with that money? And there are a lot of people like that. So I want to kind of focus this on those people. If you're an investor or if you're an end user and you've got the money to invest, great. But for those people who don't have the money, especially looking at pre-construction, what do? Well, in the marketplace right now, there are very limited 5% programs that do exist, true 5% programs that developers put out. We see it, we get involved with them, and often when there's a program like that, it's very popular and people really kind of flock to it. You know, we've seen programs where it's 5% down, then the developer provides the remainder of the deposit. We've seen programs where it's 6.5% deposit for pre-construction, and then the developer or the city provides the remainder of the deposit. So these things do exist out in the marketplace, but they're not widespread and they're not common, and there's not enough supply of these types of low deposit programs in order to meet the demand of the people that need it. So I want to come back full circle to the leaders debate, Jagmeet Singh and the NDP. If the 500,000 proposed new homes, affordable homes that they're planning on, never comes to fruition, let's assume it never does. Let's say just 1,000 of those homes actually come to market. Let's dream and assume that the NDP forms government, which we know is not going to happen. Let's say that they get 1,000 of these homes to market. Okay, average purchase price for the sake of easy numbers, let's say it's $500,000. So what this means is that 1,000 people or 1,000 families are able to get into the market and they wouldn't have been able to otherwise. Okay, so this is very significant. So those 1,000 families get into the market. Let's say they stay in those homes, they keep those homes and pay the mortgage off entirely. they stay in there 20, 25 years, whatever the case may be. So those 1,000 families that are able to get into these homes or condos, let's just call it, because we're talking about the Greater Toronto Area at 500,000, 1,000 times 500,000 equals 500 million. So this is a very important number. So 500 million would be the total equity in these homes that these 1,000 families would be able to get into. $500 million is a lot of money. Think of the impact that would have on families that are able to get into the market. It's significant, especially if you're not able to get into the market. So again, this is not a political channel. I'm not looking to make any sort of, opinions on who you should vote for. Make sure that you look at all these parties' platforms on housing. What is it that they're proposing? What do you think is actually going to happen? What do you think is actually going to come into play? That's about it for now. Consider subscribing to this channel. We talk about things related to pre-construction for people who are looking to buy for investment or people that are looking to live in the unit. And we're here to help. Thanks, and we'll see you in the next video.